G'day folks, welcome to an OCC Queensland Daily Weather Up today, the 30th of March 2023. My name's Chris Nitzo. This update brought to you by townsvillesheds.com, our major sponsor. Check them out if you're in the market for a shed safe, accredited shed right. Big storm line pushed through the southeast corner overnight last night, and then another little secondary storm front pushed through this morning. We've also got storm activity now through the Burnett district, pushing into the Wide Bay coastline, Fraser coastline as well. We're also going to see convective activity push further northwards up into central Queensland through the afternoon. Outside of that region, we still have some shower activity up in the northern tippy tip and through the Torres Strait. Alright, later this morning we're expecting to see that line of convection push eastwards into the, as I mentioned, the Fraser Coast. We're also expecting to see new convection building across the Capricornia, parts of the Central Highlands and Coalfields. We might even see some weak convection along the coastal ranges here between Rockhampton and Cairns. You can see these little isolated splotchy little showers that develop right on the coastal ranges, and then also some very isolated convective activity up through the Cape and Gulf country. This stuff is not expected to be too substantial, but look, there's always a chance there are a couple of mils if you get under one. The focus of convective activity, of course, looks to be the Capricornia, Wide Bay coastline and adjacent inland areas this arvo this evening. All right, as those storms break down in the north, or those little bit of shower activity breaks down in the north, the storms are expected to continue to some degree across central Queensland as they exit the coastline tonight into early tomorrow. And you can see then tomorrow we're expecting to see that storm frontal boundary tracking further offshore. Rainfall between now and let's take it out to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We can see significant shower and storm potential across central Queensland, finding up across southern Queensland. You can see isolated showers, isolated convective showers across North Queensland on those coastal ranges and through the northern interior. These will be a lot more isolated than what the model gives the impression that they will be. So much more isolated than what you're seeing on your screen here. And you can see a couple of showers up around the Torres Strait. Right, big westerly wind coming across the southern parts of the state, so offshore waters across southeast Queensland will be quite blowy. Inshore waters not so much with that westerly flow. Now you can see through the afternoon, look at this beautiful wind regime across North Queensland. Just be aware though, the sea breeze will come in with a little bit of gusto through parts of CQ. So you can see here 10 to 15 knot, but gusts in the sea breeze can get up to 20 knots at times. So just be aware of that if you're offshore, inshore, sorry. Expectations is generally beautiful wind regime over the next 5-6 days across many sections of Queensland, but the sea breeze will be cranking as well. All right, so as we go into tonight, you can see southwesterly winds developing across southern Queensland, pushing a little boundary further to the north through the Capricornia, and that little boundary then tomorrow will perch itself between St Lawrence and the Whitsundays. So there's our little boundary. To the south of that, we've got dry south to southeasterly winds. To the north of that, we've got humid northeasterly winds, and that'll create some showers and thunderstorms, I'm sure, across that part of the world tomorrow. Also, just be aware, just because the winds might look all right, there's also some storms going on. So if you do get caught out in a storm, those winds will be quite gusty with any storm activity around today, tonight as well across central Queensland. So yes, the overall winds are looking beautiful, but storm activity can change that very quickly as it gets offshore. In other news, we've seen Tropical Cyclone Herman labelled last night, or named last night. You can see him tracking to the southeast this morning. You can see the expectation is he'll push southeast for a bit longer before he pushes out to the west. Poses absolutely zero threat to WA. If you want to know more about Herman and any other tropical cyclones on the horizon, there's a couple of little low pressure signals coming up. Head over to join.ozcyclonechasers.com.au and check out our subscription options. These two give you access to our weather forecast videos, and this one here gives you access to all of our weather graphics. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy those showers and storms if you're lucky enough to be under them.